Today's defense highlights. Indian Army is set to host the second edition of its flagship international seminar, the Chanakya Defence Dialogue, on October 24 and 25. Defense industry and government to have strategic B2G and B2B meetings to expand ecosystem. The Prime Minister and Spanish Prime Minister Sanchez to inaugurate the TASL-Airbus military transport aircraft unit in Vadodara on October 28th. Germany and Spain compete for India's submarine contract. The global headlines: Norway to develop new NASAMS radar with Raytheon and Kongsberg. Space Force orders more missile tracking satellites from Millennium. The news in detail. Indian Army is set to host the second edition of its flagship international seminar, the Chanakya Defence Dialogue, on 24th and 25th of October at the Manekshaw Center in New Delhi. Themed Drivers in Nation Building, Fueling Growth Through Comprehensive Security. This high profile event will facilitate vital discussions on integrating security dynamics within national and international policy making and aims to craft visionary strategies for sustainable and inclusive growth. The 2 day event will bring together an exceptional group of policymakers, strategic thinkers, academics, defense personnel, veterans, scientists, and SMEs from India and abroad, with prominent speakers from the US, Russia, Israel, and Sri Lanka. The armed forces have announced the launch of Defense Partnership Days scheduled for November 28th and 29th, 24 at the Army Manekshaw Convention Center in New Delhi. It will be a key platform for fostering collaboration between the armed forces and industry. The event, designed to bridge government and business stakeholders, will facilitate strategic engagements through a series of targeted B2G and B2B meetings. In a tweet on Twitter, the Ministry of Defense said Center for Joint Warfare Studies and Indian Military Review, under the aegis of Headquarter Integrated Defense Staff, is conducting Defense Partnership Days event on 28th of 20 and 29th of November. It will be primarily an opportunity to meet key nodal and project officers dealing with procurement, indigenization, Make 1, Make 2, import substitution, problem statements, GSQRs, RFIs, RFPs, and design and development to seek and to offer solutions to strengthen the capabilities of the armed forces and also to expand the boundaries of their businesses. The Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, and his Spanish counterpart, Pedro Sanchez, will inaugurate the Tata Advanced Systems Airbus factory in Vadodara on 28th of October and will also hold a bilateral meeting in that city. India is set to witness two crucial back-to-back visits as German Chancellor Olaf Scholz and Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez arrive with the aim of enhancing bilateral cooperation with a particular focus on defense. At the heart of these visits is India's much anticipated decision on Project 75I, an ambitious project involving the construction of 6 advanced submarines equipped with air independent propulsion systems. In addition to the submarine project, Scholz's visit will likely cover broader topics including renewable energy, green technologies, and digital cooperation. Both sides aim to elevate their defense and technological collaboration in line with India's growing focus on indigenization and strategic autonomy in the defense sector. Following Scholz's departure, Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez will arrive on 27th of October for a 3 day visit. His visit marks the first official trip by a Spanish leader to India in 18 years and reflects the growing importance of India-Spain relations. Defense cooperation will be a significant aspect of the visit as Navantia has partnered with L&T to compete for the same P-75I submarine project. Navantia showcased its AIP system during the FET, which has been thoroughly tested and approved by the Spanish Navy, with the first submarine equipped with the system expected to be operational by 2026. Like Germany, Spain is seeking a government to government deal for the project, viewing it as a vital opportunity to enhance strategic defense ties with India. In the global news, the Norwegian Ministry of Defense will co develop a new radar in partnership with Raytheon and Kongsberg Defense to boost the capabilities of the National Advanced Surface to Air Missile System against high value targets. The next generation sensor will be based on the existing Raytheon Ghost Eye family of radars, with one of the key upgrades focused on increased range. Millennium Space Systems will build 6 more satellites in the first phase of an effort to develop a constellation of missile tracking satellites in medium Earth orbit. The firm, a Boeing subsidiary, was already on contract to deliver 6 spacecraft for the Missile Track Custody or MTC program, and the new order deals brings its total contribution to 12. The first batch of satellite is on track for delivery in 2026, and the company plans to deliver the second batch of satellites in late 2027. The MTC program is one piece of the Space Force's plan to make its on-orbit missile warning and tracking capabilities more resilient against growing threats from China and Russia. Today, those satellites either reside in geosynchronous orbit about 22,000 miles above Earth or in highly elliptical orbit beyond GEO. The Space Development Agency is also launching a fleet of more than 100 satellites in low Earth orbit, less than 1,200 miles above the equator. Through MTC, the service plans to launch warning and tracking satellites to medium Earth orbit, located between 1,200 and 2,200 miles above Earth, where space sensors can observe a larger area. The Space Force expects to upgrade the satellite's technology, launching new batches or epochs of spacecraft every few years. In August, the service issued a request for proposal for its second MTC epoch. That's the news for today. We hope you enjoyed the news. Please do subscribe to our channel and do give us your feedback. Thank you.